whoever it is that wants to study abroad. And then sometimes I might talk about, work or any other kind of travel aside tourism. But my major focus is usually on tourism. And today I'm going to be talking about the ways you can travel abroad from Nigeria. Oríṣiríṣi ways ló wà tí èèyàn lè fi travel from Nigeria, but I'm going to be talking about just a few today because I've had a lot of people ask me, báwo la ṣe lè ṣe, mo fẹ́ travel, how can I do it, how can I go about it? And Nigeria is a land of diverse culture, vibrant landscapes. Nigeria is beautiful, no doubt. But, um, okay, so I don't know that Yoruba. But, as Nigerians, we might not particularly appreciate what we have. Oh, okay, I don't know it. So we might not particularly appreciate what we have. But then, it's because Nigeria is going through all of this, it doesn't mean that Nigeria is not a good place to be in. Right now, sitting here, I'm recalling the incidents to Sheleni last Tuesday, and I'm sure a lot of people will go like, Nigeria nìkan ló ti lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Ìlú òyìnbó orú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ò lè ṣẹlẹ̀. But unfortunately, that is not true. It can happen anywhere. Yes, when you go abroad, they have a system that works for them. But it's not what we see on movies. On TV, what you see on screens, that's not what it is. So, when you watch movies, they have it all together. There can't be anything going on. Someone will be there that will be the hero to protect the president, the governor, to take charge of things and make sure that nothing goes south. But it's not particularly true. For example, let's look at 9/11, for instance. That's September 11. It was even like intentional. So when things happen in Nigeria, ko need kama jaya. Yes, security is a major issue, but it doesn't mean that it's particularly secure abroad. So I just want to say this, that because of what happened, we are going. It's good to make a move if you indeed are looking to go, not because, Nigeria is not safe. And then I talk about the economy as well. Nigeria and it's the whole world. On a global recess now. Everybody's feeling it. So, like I said, Nigeria is a beautiful country, vibrant landscapes, diverse cultures. Nigeria is beautiful, and I know it will shock some people if I say you actually have foreigners that save up to come to Nigeria for Christmas, because Nigeria, we party like no other. We know how to have fun, we know how to do it, and then they appreciate our weather. We are all screaming, oh, it's hot now, Urumu, Munlagun, Munshe, Kiniko. But then I always say to people that for me, the heat is better than the cold. Because you can still go like, okay, I'm going to use my AC. If you cannot afford the AC, you can go and use your fan. In fact, atule fi abebe, mafi fan, of course it might blow hot, but at least. But with the cold, it is terrible. Like, you have frostbites. You have, okay, so you can't say that because it's hot, people are having road accidents. But then with the cold, when snow, when you go to the regions where they're expecting the snow, it's easy for them to come off the road the next day and scrape off the snow. So let me give you an example. You're watching a movie typically, and then all of a sudden you see snow, everything is white, lorry screen. Because it's white, it will just show you that location, is a location that is not prepared for snow. Because if it was a region that was prepared for snow, they would have put salt all over the snow, and they will melt and they will pack it immediately. So tó ti wá ń dọjọ́ kejì ọjọ́ kẹta yẹn, àwọn gan wà confused. They are looking for ways to go about it. So I think we should take a minute and appreciate what we have in Nigeria, our weather and all whatnots. But today, I'm not going to be talking about what we have in Nigeria and what we should be appreciative of. I'm going to be answering some questions, some frequently asked questions about international travel. And you know, the question I get asked all the time is, how can I go abroad as a Nigerian? Oh, Nigerian passport is not this, Koda is, you know. And in as much as we say that, oh, Nigerian passport is not particularly strong or is not what we want it to be, but realistically in real life too, and we are in the real life now, we are all struggling to be somewhere. So if you have a Nigerian passport and you think we're struggling, we have countries that are worse than we are. So I think we should appreciate that. But so the first thing you need to do if you want to travel abroad, or if you're looking at traveling abroad, is to obtain a passport. It's very important. Without a passport, so you need to obtain a passport. So that's the first order, because it is indeed an order. Because Nigerian passport right now is not easy to get. It's not, you know, before we could say, oh, I'm going to apply for a passport today, or there's a muma capture lola, it doesn't work that way anymore. Now there's a process, and then you need to go first and fill out a form. Then they give you a date to come back for capturing, and then even when you capture, you still have to come back to do the pickup. So it's like you're going to make like 2-3 trips. But if you know someone that knows someone, you might make 2 trips. But yes, you still have to make 2, which is when you're going to be physically present to do the capturing. That's passporting. And then the second one is when you go and pick up, because because of you have to do your biometrics if you need to pick up your passport, so you need to be there. So the first thing you need to do if you're aspiring to travel, if you want to travel, is to obtain your Nigerian passport. Now you have that passport already. That's one down. And then the next thing to do is to apply for a visa. So just hold that thought, and I'll take a short commercial break while we talk more about that. Don't go anywhere, guys.
On the 103.5 FM.
Are you in need of captivating graphic designs? Would you like to print banners, stickers, and flyers? Immaculate Digital Prints got you covered. We offer all kinds of printing services and production of jotters, paper bags, and programs for events. For more inquiries, kindly check in at Suite 3, Praise Complex, Darlington Street, Mokola, Ibadan, or call 0810 9873754 or 0708 644-1109, or check out our IG page at Immaculate Digital Prints NG. Immaculate Digital Prints, delighting hearts.
Okuta nù rẹ̀ sí kí ni gbogbo eléyìí ṣé yìí mi ò ti yọ báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ máa ṣe fẹ́ yọ mi lẹ́yìn kí ló ṣe rẹ̀ fúnra ẹ̀ fẹ́ bọ̀ sún tó pa fún àwọn tó tó bẹ́ẹ̀ rán ṣebí ojú ẹ̀rán mo ṣe rán àbàrà kúrò ọ̀rọ̀ wá fún ẹ̀rán ìsìrán kò gbé kàjẹ́ ká tó máa rọ̀ fún pàdé tá à ń rọ̀ fún kí ló ṣe rẹ̀ fún ẹ̀rán kò lè fífẹ́ báyàn jẹ̀rán ọ̀gbẹ́ni já gbọ́ràn jàre tán nífẹ̀kúfẹ̀ tí ń jẹjẹkújẹ ìrẹsì olókùúta rèé kìkìdá ayọ̀ náà níbi èdè tí wọ́n fi omi ọ̀sà sí bóyá ló mọ̀ pé lámbà tó ránṣẹ́ kó lọ́ra rẹ̀ sì wá ti mú lámbà lẹ̀ fún lórí ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ sí ṣé wò ó tí ì gbọ́ ni. nípa hexagon rice ní ilé iṣẹ́ kan àrà ọ̀tọ̀ tí wọ́n yan ìrẹsì sísè láàyò tí ò sì sí àrà tí wọ́n kì í fi ìrẹsì sísè dá lọ́dọ̀ tiwọn àjẹpọ́nu láyìn ìrẹsì tiwọn a sì tún máa gbé tọ́kì àti chicken wà lónìí ìrànràn bọ́ ọba ṣe fẹ́ sí ni oríṣiríṣi oúnjẹ ilẹ̀ yìí àti tòkè òkun ni wọ́n ń tà ń bẹ̀. Both local and international dishes are available there. Standard boutique that gets you clothes there. You can also visit Hexagon Rice Building with families and friends to enjoy some games and vibes. Hexagon Rice Building nílé alájà mẹ́ta tó kọjú síbi tí wọ́n ń lò tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ìyẹn lópòpónà Samanda sí UI nìbàdàn. For further inquiries, call 0803-6822-679. Hexagon Rice àjẹpọ́nulá àrà ọ̀tọ̀.
Ká má pàdé ohun tí ó jẹ wá. dúkìá níní kì í ṣẹgbẹ́ owó rẹpẹtẹ tá a kó pamọ́ sí báǹkì láti wá ṣẹ́gi ọ̀rọ̀ tí kì í tán láéláé tí fìdí lọ́kànbalẹ̀ fílẹ̀ dánmọ́ bí ilé àtilẹ̀ lágbègbè àwọn ọ̀tọ̀kùlú tó níye lórí rẹpẹtẹ. Safe Casa Realty ni ẹ bá dòwò pọ̀. Safe Casa Realty ẹ̀ka Sam Awo Basic Concept Limited ló mójúlẹ́jà ilé àtilẹ̀ tí ò ní bayobayo nú. A jẹ́ pé gbogbo ẹni tó fẹ́ ra lẹ̀ lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tàbí ilé iṣẹ́ tó fi mọ́ àyè ìdókòwò bó ti wù kó pọ̀ tó ìbáàjẹ́ ilẹ̀ fún housing, industrial tàbí commercial estate lẹ́ bá ń fẹ́. Safe Casa Realty ni ẹ fọkàn tẹ̀ bí wọ́n ṣe ń ralé talé ni wọ́n ń ralẹ̀ talẹ̀ tí wọ́n sì tún bá ní mójútó dúkìá ẹni pẹ̀lú ìfọkànbalẹ̀. A jẹ́ pé boko ọ̀bá jìnnà mọ́ ìlà kìí kò. Safe Casa Realty wà ní
Number 40 Adébájò Street near Kongi Bódìjà Ìbàdàn.
fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ ẹ kàn sí wọn lórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ +2348077748880 +2348077774880. Safe Casa Realty àdùnbárìn má tòṣì.
On a 103.5 FM.
Thank you for staying tuned. You're still on to Travel Talk with Funmi on Honor 103.5 FM.
Okay, welcome back again. Thank you for staying tuned. You're still on to Honor 103.5 FM. And of course, this is still Travel Talk with Funmi. Before the short commercial break, I was talking about the ways that you can travel abroad from Nigeria. And of course, we said the first thing you need to do is to obtain a passport. Then I remembered what I was trying to say, that, I was saying Nigeria is a beautiful country with diverse culture, but unfortunately, as Nigerians are more in Kotani, which is why we're aspiring to go out there because Koto, but really it's not as Nigerians only, it's typical of human beings. We always aspire for more. And because as Nigerians, we are adventurous souls and we are seeking to explore more, that's why we have that craving to travel more. Some people would say they are traveling for greener pastures, but it's not always the case. Some people just want to go and see what is on the other side, what's beyond. It's just like I said, they need to satisfy that adventurous soul that they have lurking in them. So before the short commercial break, I said the ways that you can travel abroad. I will talk about that later. But I said the things you need to put in place first. Only make trip here. The first thing is to obtain a passport, and I went ahead to say this can be obtained from the Nigerian immigration, and they have different offices in different states all over the country. So wherever you are, in this Ibadan, one office in Ibadan also, you can make do and make inquiries about that. The second I would say is, whatever country that you're looking to go, need visa from ìlú. Luckily for us as Nigerian passport holders, we have 46 countries. In fact, it's 47 now, because from 1st of January, Kenya reversed the ban they put in place, not only for Nigerians, but for all African countries. Kenya has opened up its borders for us, and we can once again do visa upon arrival, so we don't have to go through all the stress of Munsarika, Kirilo, Abuja, Mufe, apply for Kenyan visa and everything. So it makes it easier. So now we are 47 because Kenya has been included once again on that list. So as a Nigerian passport holder, you have to find out what country you're looking to go and the visa you're going to be needing for that country, if you need. Is it going to be visa on arrival? Is it going to be visa free? Is it going to be e-visa, or you have to make a full and complete application? So you have to check the visa requirement for the country you are looking to go. And once you do that, and then you know that you are in the clear, otigba visa, abi otirikpe need visa, then you can go ahead and book your flight. It's easy to book flights. I know a lot of agents make it seem like Tinyo Ubalo agents you only book flight for, but no, that's not the case. is actually very easy. You can do it on your own. You can go directly to the airline's website to book all of these flights by yourself and do all of it. You can pay. So once upon a time, it used to be that they would tell you to pay in dollars, but now it's different. They allow you to pay in naira, and you can do a bank deposit, you can do a transfer from your account, you can do a card payment. Either way, you can get it done on your own. So I will now move straight to ways that you can travel out of Nigeria internationally. The first I would say is you need to know the reason you want to travel. Kí ni ìdí gangan tó fẹ́ fi travel? Is it that mo fẹ́ lọ wo nǹkan tó ń ṣe lọ́hùn náà ni pé báwo ló ṣe ń lọ? Is it that, oh, I'm seeking greener pastures? Ibi báyìí ò dá mọ́ rárá, mo fẹ́ lọ wá ibi tí ọkàn mi máa ti balẹ̀, táyé máa ti dá sí? Or is it that, oh, mo fẹ́ lọ kàwé sí? Is it that iṣẹ́ ni mo fẹ́ wá lọ? You know, a lot of things like that. It comes in different hands. So to get visas, you have to be sure of the visa type you're looking to get. So I, for one, like I said, I do tourism purposes only. So every time I need to apply for a visa, I always do tourism visa, which is a visitor visa, which is like holiday visa, and which is majorly, it has a lot of restrictions, meaning ìlúkìlú tíyàn bá lọ ò lè ṣiṣẹ́, ìlúkìlú tó bá lọ ò lè dúró pẹ́ńbẹ̀, ìlúkìlú tó bá lọ, you know, you have a limited amount of time that you can spend there, what you can do. Your visa comes with a lot of restrictions attached to it. Unlike you are going and you have applied for, maybe, for example, a study visa as a student, Ofelo Kaweni, obviously, one fún ẹ ní eye wákàtí tó lè fi ṣiṣẹ́ ní oṣù. But tó bá yẹ pé o fẹ́ fi ṣeré lọ lásán ni, you cannot do any of that. As somebody that is going on a work visa, obviously, as the title implies, it's work, so you can work. So a lot like that. You've got medical visas, you've got business ones, so a lot of it. So I've just said the different ways you can travel. So once you consider it, you know. Number one, I would say you can explore the job or work opportunities abroad. And when I say work opportunities, a typical example of exploring work opportunities is the ones that a lot of people know, láti fi jápa. They will say healthcare worker, and there's another one that they call the domestic worker. Healthcare worker, basically, ó máa lọ ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún àwọn tí wọ́n, or people that are not like strong, the people that are sick, not sick physically sick, but you know, some people they put their elderly in nursing homes at times because they cannot tender to them. So unlike the way Nigeria is, Nigeria ayé gbà wá, a máa ń ríra wa, a máa wá ọ̀rẹ́ lọ́lé, a máa wá ara. Abroad, because they work by the hour, everything works with time. It's, you barely have time for friends and family unless you have special holidays or you particularly make that time, because at your job they're probably paying you by the hour. So you can't say, oh, I'm clocking out early to but you know, in Nigeria you can still talk to your boss and say, Joe, 6 o'clock we can close, but mo fẹ́ lọ rí màámi lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, torí kó má bàa ilẹ̀ má bàa ṣú, I will need to leave work early. Then they will say, oh, go ahead, you can get off work at 3, which is like saving you 3 hours. But if you're abroad, there's nobody you're talking to. Even if you speak to your supervisor saying that you're going to be getting off work early, the best they can do is, okay, that's fine, but you will still clock out at 3. So meaning when they are doing the payroll, tomatin sanwó, ago mẹ́ta yẹn náà ló máa sanwó ẹ̀dá. So ayé gbà wá ní Nigeria, like I was saying. So if you are looking at doing that, a lot of people put their folks, their parents, or their older family members in nursing homes so that they can get proper care, because of course so they put them there. Some will just, so for like the domestic one, most of the time is in the person's home, and then all you have to do is you help the person. Let's say, for instance, I have an elderly person, aged father or mother, then I I employ a domestic help to help them out with their daily chores. So what they do is basically in the mornings they help them with their medications. Tabati loguton, wọ́n bá wọn wá oúnjẹ, wọ́n ti bá wọn wá oúnjẹ tán. Wọ́n máa mú wọn lọ ṣe bóyá wọ́n fẹ́ lọ stroll ni o, wọ́n rìn díẹ̀ kán lè fi nọ́ọ̀sẹ̀. Then so basically ẹni tó máa bá mi dúró ti èèyàn yẹn. So that's the domestic one. So you can explore any of that. There's the domestic one, there's the healthcare one. But you need to be careful because they have a lot of the jamming now. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Timba law, mo fẹ́ mú ọkọ mi dání, mo fẹ́ mú ìyàwó mi dání, mo fẹ́ mú ọmọ dání. But the rule in the United Kingdom now, it's only the United Kingdom that has changed. For Canada, it hasn't changed. For the United States, it hasn't changed. And for other countries in Europe, it hasn't changed. But for the United Kingdom, because I think there was a rush in 2022, 2023. So what they're doing now is from the 1st of January, dependents are not allowed to travel with their principal applicants again. So, tó bá yẹ pé ó jẹ́ bí ọkọ olórí ilé tó ti rò pé mo fẹ́ lọ lóyìnbó, màá mú aya dání, màá mú ọmọ dání láti ọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kìíní 2024. The UK ó ti stop yẹn, so you can't do that anymore. And same for the domestic one too, and the student visas too. So if you're looking to do that, you need to research properly and do your findings before you go and part with your money, and then you find you get in trouble. So you have to be careful about that, but you can explore the work opportunities, like I said. The second opportunity that you can, because, okay, I'll go to the work one. A lot of companies a lot of countries, they offer visas to foreigners who have skilled work experience. So if you're a skilled worker, you can fall into any of these categories. They call it a skilled worker visa. So you can research on that and find out what you can do for yourself. But be sure to read all the tiny print so you know all the terms and conditions that apply. You don't go and apply, part with your money, and then you find out that, oh, so we'll just take another short commercial break now. Don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be back soon.
On 103.5 FM.
The essence of interior design will always be about people and how they live. It is about the realities of what makes for an attractive, civilized, and meaningful home environment. This is our foremost concern at Mr. Johnson Furniture and Interior Decoration, and this is why we stay faithful to your own taste, because nothing you really like is ever out of style. Mr. Johnson Furniture and Interior Decoration, we specialize in importing and delivering quality royal beds, sofas, lights, and doors to every home across Nigeria. We are located inside Dogafat Filling Station in Leura Junction, Akala Express, Ibadan. Call us up on 080-913-35706 or send a WhatsApp message to 090-445-30230. We don't just sell quality products. Our maintenance team is on standby to give free routine maintenance for a whole year after purchase. Mr. Johnson Furniture, our passion is to bring affordable luxury to every home and offices.
gbogbo onínáwó pátá tó fi mọ́ gbogbo aláṣẹ chicken tẹ́ fẹ́ lò bó ti wù kó pọ̀ tó DMGs ni a máa bọ̀ ẹ má wulẹ̀ làágùn jìnnà mọ́ DMG frozen foods ni a máa bọ̀. Oh yes, whatever occasion it is, chieftaincy ceremony, housewarming, naming, birthday party, or whatever occasion it is, DMG frozen foods has got your back for whatever number of chickens you may desire. All caterers, worry less, as DMG is there for you to take care of your chicken supplies, be it whole chicken or in pieces. Damages will cut, will pack, and deliver to wherever you want it. Ajẹ́pẹ́tẹ́ bá ti ń ronú ìnáwó ẹ ṣá máa ronú Damages fún irúfẹ́ iye chicken tẹ́ bá ń fẹ́ bó ti wù kó pọ̀ tó kò sí wàhálà kankan. Ẹ kàn sí Damages frozen foods lẹ́ni ní plot 2 block F number 6 Olúbàdàn avenue Olúyọ̀lé estate lẹ́bàá Fumac pharmacy Ìbàdàn tàbí lẹ́ka àwọn tó wà ní off new garage Akala expressway lẹ́bàá Anchor mall Kátó-Dèrè Akari junction Ìbàdàn. Fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ ẹ pè 090-6286-4238 tàbí 090-6296-8878. 070. Think party chickens, think JMG. Ìrìn àjò sílẹ̀ mímọ́ Mẹ́kà àti Mádínà òpó pàtàkì nínú ẹ̀sìn Islam tí ò gbọdọ̀ tẹ̀wọ́ fún gbogbo ẹni tó bá lágbára láti wá ṣe hajj 2024 nírọ̀rùn. Ilẹ̀kùn àǹfààní yìí ti ṣí sílẹ̀ níléeṣẹ́ Aljanna Travels. Mélòó la fẹ́ kàlẹ́ yà dípèlé nínú àwọn àǹfààní tó sodo sírìn àjò hajj pẹ̀lú Aljanna Travels. Ṣé lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ìrọ̀rùn ní ká sọ ni èyí tí ò jìnnà sí haram àbí táwọn oúnjẹ tó dọ́ṣọ̀ láàárọ̀ lọ́sàn-án lálẹ́ pẹ̀lú wàásí àtìgbàdégbà fáwọn alálàájì wa. Àṣepé iṣẹ́ tí òye jẹ hajj ti 2024 yìí pẹ̀lú Aljanna Travels ó wà ṣàrà ọ̀tọ̀ torí pé oníwàásí àgbáyé ni Sheikhul Islam Muideen Ajani Bello ni ó léwájú gbogbo hùjáàjì láàrin ọjọ́ kẹta sí ọjọ́ kẹrìnlélógún oṣù kẹfà ọdún 2024. Èyí tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ ń bẹ̀ ní kẹ́ ẹ tò fún basic standard plus executive tó fún mọ́ VIP. Àǹfààní sọ díẹ̀díẹ̀ sì wà nílẹ̀. Ẹ tètè gbéra pa báyìí kẹ́ ẹ máa bọ̀ wá sí Aljanna Travels lólùléeṣẹ́ wọn tó wà ní Navada Plaza Elewure bus stop 140 to 142 Liberty Road Òkè Àdó Ìbàdàn. Ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ 0904 444 4945. Hajj 2024 pẹ̀lú Aljanna Travels wẹ̀lẹ̀múní bí ìdínilá.
On a 103.5 FM.
Thank you for staying tuned. You're still on to Travel Talk with Funmi on Honor 103.5 FM.
You're welcome back again, and thank you for staying tuned. This is still Honor 103.5 FM, and this is Travel Talk with Funmi. Before this short commercial break, I was talking about the ways that you can travel out of Nigeria internationally, and I talked about what you need to get in place, which is your passport. You get the visa if it's a country you need a visa for, and of course you opportunities, applying as a skilled worker. Some countries offer visas for skilled workers to come work for them. But before I continue, I will open up our phone lines now. If you need to call in, peradventure you have any questions, the numbers to call are 091-510-35555, 091-510-35555, and you can also call 070-4800-1035, 070-4800-1035. So I will continue. The second way I will talk about is a student exchange program. Now, when I say student exchange program, I know that a lot of people might think, student bitibawo eloni, student mano is a lot of money and all. Yes, it is a lot of money indeed, especially now with the exchange rate and the cash crunch and all. But it doesn't have to be like a student physically, that he can be doing this course online. You can be studying online. So for the student exchange program, if you're studying online, there are so many universities that offer courses online, master's program, the first degree, second degree, and all whatnot. They offer online, so you can apply, you can enroll in their student exchange program, or you pursue higher education abroad. Then you can get this higher education through scholarship. You can get it through study grants. It doesn't have to be something that you're paying for. There are a lot of opportunities out there that you don't have to part with a lot of money, so you can look into that as well. The third I'll talk about is volunteer program. Yes, there are benefits in volunteering program. I know a few people that have volunteered. Sometimes I think, it might have been reckless of them, but guess what? OT gets once a bit of a gets nation. I know someone, when she started with the volunteering program, she actually started with Israel, and then she was fighting for water. I think she was saying that Omi Ton Shembe, she joined them. It was like, okay, you are fighting for a cause. It doesn't have to be you are out there rioting and police are after you. No, they have what they call a peaceful protest. So it's just for you to join an organization that offers opportunity to travel abroad while contributing meaningfully to that cause. So, for example, she went on to Israel. She's Nigerian. We were living in Ibadan together. She's a lawyer like me. But then she was looking for opportunities to travel and to explore, to do other things. She kept complaining, and she needed new challenges. So nothing is happening. She needed this and that. And then, she went online to search for different organizations, volunteer programs, and she saw one in Israel. But before she went to Israel, she was already in Abuja to fight with, water pollution. Maybe they have this poultry, we have a lot of that in Nigeria. Somebody is just next door and can be on adìyẹ abun sin kankan, and lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn kan gbébẹ̀, omi yẹn máa wà polluted, omi á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rùn wọn nílé mú, all of that. So she was doing all of that in Abuja, and then she got the opportunity to go to Israel. She went to Israel. She joined the peaceful protests. They were doing it for a meaningful cause, and then she made friends, connection, yes, networking too. She made friends and connection, and she came back to Nigeria after that and continued with her life. And after that, she got an opportunity. She's in the United Kingdom now, and she got an opportunity to go, there's a course that we need to go and march for and participate in. Because she had volunteered a few times, she got called up for that. So yes, you can look into volunteer programs as well. Just read on it and research and look at what fits you. Then what you can do again is you can go for conferences or seminars. So you're at your job, they're talking about conferences, they're talking about seminars. Don't think no, think about the benefits that will come with it. It opened the door for you because, for instance, now if you had at your job like a conference or a seminar or maybe a training workshop they are looking to go to the United States for, and you get pulled as part of that group and you scale through, you get your US visa. That's it for you, because even when you come back and you need to apply for a visa again, you just get to do a Dropbox. You don't need to go for the interview again. So that hurdle has been crossed. And the good thing about it is the US doesn't ask you for bank statements anyway to renew your visa. They never check it. So that means that hurdle has been crossed for you. So you can explore different opportunities. It doesn't have to be, the ones that you have to part with millions. But then, like I said, all this I'm talking about, like all this exchange program, the volunteer program, the conference and seminar, is just for a short bit. You still need to return to Nigeria. So, lati japa, what I'm talking about now might not suit you, because it will not be so tidy if an organization can send you abroad and then you go there, you disappear. I've had it happen before. I remember in 2018, I remember then, yes, I traveled to the United States. It was on Air France, and we got to the airport, and there was a lot it was a lot of commotion at the airport, because apparently, a name I won't mention now, one prominent pastor was going abroad for a program, and he had like maybe choirs and drummers that traveled with him. And like almost half of the team, Utison on the airport, Toshe lands in New York like this, they just disappeared. I kept wondering, I kept following the news of how they were going to do that program, because if you say you brought your Mumu Nigongomi Dani Latin Nigeria, Mumu Entomako soprano or alto Dani Latin Nigeria, all that disappear at the airport. Báwo lẹ ṣe wá fẹ́ ṣe program yẹn go. So like I said, it won't be tidy. So the person, had good intentions that I'm going for my program. I want to give my best. Let me go with my team. I want that more. But they had ulterior motives, meaning if somebody else is looking to go now with their team and they are genuinely looking to come back, their chances may have been, spoiled because of what this person has done. So I would say, if you are looking to jackpot, then this is not the way for you. I'm just talking about someone that's just looking to open up access to travel. It's not like you offer jackpot, just not to mess up things for someone else. Because, so at your job now, they're saying, oh, we have an international conference or seminar. It doesn't even have to be a Western country. Start small. I always say that about travel. travel takes a lot of planning. It's not something you just up and do. And then start small. You can start with neighboring countries. It doesn't have to be the Western countries first. So you can now expand from there. And then, going for trainings and seminars and conferences abroad, it allows you to expand your knowledge and your network. Because guess what? You might go for one in Rwanda now, and then you meet with someone that thinks you're a very smart and intelligent chap speaking to you, and then you exchange your cards or information, and then you keep up after that. It might even not be on the plane safe. It might not even be at the conference or the seminar. It might just be on the plane. It's just, for you to be seen. So I think you can look at those opportunities and not always saying, oh, jakpa, jakpa, jakpa. There are great opportunities out there. Another one I would say you can explore if you're looking to travel is the cultural exchange program. Okay, so we're in Ibadan, and I'm sure that Amatiri, Orishirishi, Onyibo, especially around UI. And then you see them, they're speaking Yoruba, and everybody's so tripped, and they're like, what's going on here? Yeah, they are here on the cultural exchange program. We have a lot of that, and you can participate. You just need to register, so you experience life in a different country. You immerse yourself in new traditions, their culture, what they do. So that's why they come here. Oma wa ko ba se man so Yoruba. Oma ba wa wo danfo, oma ba wa wo keke mawa, oma ba wa gunyan, oma ru amala, So we go abroad too. So you can just imagine going on an exchange program to maybe Mexico. You're going to eat a lot of tacos. You're going to eat a lot of guacamole, and so you will learn. So it opens up your experience and your eyes and your adventurous soul. So that is another way that you can travel. Another way is to visit friends and family, which is a lot of people do that. So you've got family abroad, Egbonio, Aburonio, Orenio, Ajolo school new or something. Somebody you have, it might even be your uncle, your aunt. They're abroad. They can give you a letter of invite to come, saying, oh, this person is my family, and they are looking to come and see me in Canada or United States or United Kingdom or wherever it is they may be around the world that is not Nigeria. And so they get to invite you, and then you can go. Well, of course, like I said, around visas by or opportunities to travel by is just for ìgbà díẹ̀. Kò ń ṣe pé èèyàn fẹ́ ṣí kúrò ní Nigeria to go and stay there. It's just for a little time. You're just going for a bit, and then you're coming back home, meaning that you still have your life back in Nigeria, that you're looking to continue. You have your job, everything is still intact. It's not like antali anta ono antairu rara kò ń ṣe oníjàpá ní eléyìí. So another way you can go abroad is via religious pilgrimage. But we'll take another short commercial break now. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be back soon.
On the 103.5 FM.
Are you in need of captivating graphic designs? Would you like to print banners, stickers, and flyers? Immaculate Digital Prints got you covered. We offer all kinds of printing services and production of jotters, paper bags, and programs for events. For more inquiries, kindly check in at Suite 3, Praise Complex, Darlington Street, Mokola, Ibadan, or call 0810 9873754 or 0708 644-1109, or check out our IG page at Immaculate Digital Print NG. Immaculate Digital Print, delighting hearts.
Àkànní ọ̀rẹ́ mi.
gbẹnu sí ọ̀rẹ́ mi ọkọ màkújọ mẹ́ta bọ́lá tí wàá ń bọ̀ tó nǹkan gùn kárakára báyìí.
Wo ọlágbá dákun tí ẹ bá ń wọ́ mi tútù kí n fi rẹ̀ ń gbẹ́ná.
àwọn ìyá fún mi nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀yá gbà òun rè.
ọ̀rẹ́ mi kí lè tó gbé fún mi yìí gbàgbàgbàgbàgbà kí mo ṣe fún ọ tó fẹ́ fún mi mọ́jèlè jẹ torí Ọlọ́run.
ẹ wá gbà mí gbẹnu sí májèlé bíi ti bó omi tí gbogbo wa mú ládùúgbò. nǹkan kan ò sì sí à.
nǹkan ti ń ṣe yín nú kéèhàn dé nípò ìrọ̀kúrọ̀ lẹ́rọ̀ọ́nù gbà.
bẹ́ẹ̀
bẹ́ẹ̀ni omi ò lọ́tà lóòótọ́ immaculate table water oníkẹ́ èèyàn láàyò kò ní tẹ̀sítì lẹ́nu kì í sì í wò ràpọ̀ràpọ̀ àyíká tó mọ́ tónítóní la ti ń pèsè rẹ̀ kódà àwọn irinṣẹ́ ìgbàlódé ló ń pọ́n ló ń rọ́ lọ́sì tó ń pákéjì ẹ̀ lóde ìnáwó nínú mọ́tò ní gbogbo ayẹyẹ tẹ́ ẹ bá ń ṣe pátápátá immaculate table water olóyèkẹ́ èèyàn láàyò mọ́ bá wọn dáṣà ẹ̀gbin omi kì í pààyàn mọ́ o gbọ́ àtúlẹ̀ bá yín pákéjì ká tún brand omi fún ayẹyẹ yín tí ń bọ̀ lọ́nà tí mọ́tò ó sì tún gbé wá bá yín bí tó wù kẹ́ ti máa ṣayẹyẹ ọ̀hún immaculate table water ó wà ní number 14 ìṣọ̀kan estate ìdí mangoro àkọ́bọ̀ ojúrin ìbàdàn fún àlàyé síwájú sí tàbí láti pèsè ọ̀dà yín ẹ pè sórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ yìí 0813-009-1180 immaculate table water kò sẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́.
On the 103.5 FM.
Thank you once again for staying tuned. I'm still Funmi Fatoberu on Travel Talk with Funmi, and of course this is still on a 103.5 FM. Before the short commercial break, I was just talking about ways that you can travel internationally as a Nigerian, and the point I was on before the short commercial break was religious pilgrimage. So a lot of people do that. I'm going to Hajj, I'm going to Jerusalem, so you can tap into that as well to open up. And I think majorly, I don't think I've ever seen anyone say, oh, I'm doing this on my own. It's usually part of a group. So you go as part of a group, which makes it easier. And like I said, it's just for a short period. Jerusalem, Timati de Umadi JP, Mundosi, Timati de Mudalaji, Alaja, So you can use that way to open up opportunities for you to travel. And then the last one I have on my list is my favorite, is what I use. And despite the fact that it's just for holidays, and aside the fact that it's just for holidays and tourism only, you can use it for so many things. So for me, the only kind of visa I apply for is for tourism purposes, which is holiday visit, visitor visa. And this visitor visa, I've used it for several trainings and conferences and workshop in different countries, as long as it's not more than 6 months. So if you have this, so if you have this, you can say, oh yeah, I'm using it for my seminar as well, I'm using it for this workshop as well. So you can do that and enjoy your vacation as well. So you don't have to apply for 2 different visas. And then if you already have maybe a visitor visa or a tourism visa, you can go ahead and go for that, your seminar or conference. You do not have to apply for a new one. So for example, maybe at your job, they're saying that, like, okay, maybe you have a valid UK visa, and they're saying at your job that, oh, there's a conference in Birmingham and we're looking to go. Apply for visas, and you don't have to panic and say, oh, I don't have a visa that will allow me to go for conference. No, that visitor visa you have would allow you to go and study short courses, to attend business meetings, conferences, seminars, workshops, so long as you're not spending more than 6 months, and then you are not taking up a job. So expect koshishembe. Nobody wants you to do that. They just want you to come. Basically, what they want is just for you to come and spend your money. Spend your money and, add to their own economy and make it better to get money off of you. That's it, basically. Because as a tourist, you go to all these tourist sites, you pay for them, you get on transportations, and, you explore a lot of things, and a local would ordinarily not do that. So as a local now, you can go to somewhere like maybe Amsterdam and be in Paris, or and then you are riding your bicycle. But as a foreigner going there, you wouldn't do that, because you wouldn't even know how to navigate around. So you spend more on their public transportation. You would say, oh, you want to go and see their Mona Lisa. Just like us in Nigeria. I know, I for one, I'm guilty of that as well. I know a lot of us here, Tashe wa Nìbàdàn sin tó yẹ pé wọn ò dé Olúmọ̀rọ̀ tó wà ní Abẹ́òkúta rí. Meanwhile, you have a lot of foreigners. Toshe war Nigeria by Ojo Keji not even war Olumorok. So it's just a way to grow their economy. And it would be really nice if Nigeria can do that. So for today, that's all I have for you for ways that you can travel, which is number one, I'll just go a breeze over them again, which is, I said, you can explore work opportunities, their job opportunities, people willing to give you visas and work permit as a skilled worker to come and work abroad. You can look at the student exchange program. You can look at volunteer programs. You can look at conferences and seminars. You can look at the cultural exchange programs. That's when I mentioned all the white folks you have in UI or roaming around, and then then you can do the visit family or friends as a family visitor. I've got family here. I've got an old friend, and you can do the religious pilgrimage. And lastly, the one I always do, which is just the tourism visa, just a holiday. You don't know anybody there. You just want to go and explore. So those are the ways that you can explore. I'm back here every Tuesday, so I'm back here next week. I'm here every Tuesdays between the hours of 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. on Honor 103.5 FM. And here I talk about everything that has to do with travel. And that will be all from me today. Have a great week ahead. Bye-bye.